Have you ever felt that chilling unease when you're alone at night and your curiosity gets the better of you? Well, playing with a Ouija board can turn that innocent thrill into something you'd never expect. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more thrilling content and paranormal explorations. Today, I'm going to share with you a mind-blowing encounter I had while using the Ouija board at 3 a.m. Yes, you heard that right, 3 a.m. The witching hour, the time when the veil between the worlds is at its thinnest. I know some of you might be thinking, why on earth would you want to do that? But for those who are curious about the paranormal, you know that this is the perfect time to explore the unknown. There's something about the darkness, the silence, and the eerie atmosphere that makes you feel like you're on the edge of something big. And I'm not going to lie, it's terrifying. But that's exactly what draws it to me. I've always been fascinated by the supernatural, the unexplained, and the unknown. And using the Ouija board at 3 a.m. is like taking a leap of faith into the heart of darkness. Growing up, I was always drawn to horror movies, books, and documentaries about the paranormal. I would spend hours reading about different types of hauntings, curses, and supernatural entities. My friends would call me crazy, but I couldn't get enough of it. And as I grew older, my fascination only grew stronger. I began to explore different ways to communicate with the other side, from tarot cards to seances. But nothing compares to the thrill of using a Ouija board. I've had my fair share of paranormal experiences in the past. I've seen doors open and close on their own, heard strange whispers in the dead of night, and even caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of my room. But nothing could have prepared me for what I was about to experience with the Ouija board. As I sat down with the board, I could feel the energy in the room shifting. It was like the air was charged with an electric intensity, and I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. I had my rules, my protections, and my questions ready. I was all set to dive into the unknown. My backstory with paranormal is a long one, spanning over 2 decades. I've had numerous encounters that have left me questioning reality and the nature of existence. But this experience was different. This was like nothing I had ever experienced before. The plan was to ask the spirit some questions, see if I could get any answers, and maybe even capture some evidence of the paranormal. I had my equipment set up, my cameras rolling, and my heart racing. I placed my fingers on the planchette, took a deep breath, and began to ask my questions. The first few minutes were quiet, with only faint movements on the board. But then things started to get weird. The planchette began to move on its own, spelling out words and phrases that made no sense. I felt a chill running down my spine as I realized I was not alone in the room. The intensity of the experience was overwhelming. I was asking questions, but the spirits were answering in ways that were cryptic and unsettling. It was like they were playing with me, playing with my emotions and pushing me to the edge of sanity. I've always been drawn to the darker side of the paranormal, the side that's full of malevolent entities and dark energies, and this experience was no exception. I was dealing with something that was powerful, something that was ancient, and something that was malevolent. As the session progressed, the atmosphere in the room grew thicker. The air was heavy with an intense, palpable energy that made it hard to breathe. I was sweating, my heart was racing, and I was on the edge of fear. But I couldn't stop. I was too curious, too driven to uncover the truth. I pushed on, asking more questions, trying to get to the bottom of what was happening. The responses I got were shocking, to say the least. The spirits were telling me things that I didn't want to hear. things that made me question my own reality. It was like they were pulling back the curtain, revealing a world that was hidden from me. As the night wore on, the experience became more and more intense. I was on the edge of exhaustion, my mind racing with questions and fears. But I couldn't stop. I had to see it through to the end. In the end, it was a relief to finally put the board away and take a break. I was shaken, I was scared, and I was changed. The experience had left me with more questions than answers, and I was left to pick up the pieces of my shattered reality. Looking back, I realized that using the Ouija board at 3 a.m. was a stupid idea. It was reckless, it was foolhardy, and it was dangerous. It was also exhilarating, it was terrifying, and it was life-changing. Would I do it again? Maybe. Would I recommend it to others? Absolutely not. But what I will say is this: if you're going to explore the paranormal, you better be prepared for the consequences. Using the Ouija board at 3 a.m. has left me with a newfound respect for the supernatural. It's shown me that there are forces out there that are beyond our understanding. Forces that are malevolent, and forces that are ancient. So what did I learn from this experience? I learned that the supernatural is real, it's powerful, and it's not to be messed with. I learned that using a Ouija board at 3 a.m. is not a game, it's not a joke, it's not something to be taken lightly. If you're still watching this, I hope you've learned something from my experience. I hope you've learned to approach the paranormal with caution, with respect, and with a healthy dose of fear. And to all those who have had their own Ouija board experiences, I want to hear from you. Share your stories, share your encounters, and share your fears. Let's explore the supernatural together, and let's uncover the secrets that lie beyond the veil. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.